Welcome. I'm Richard Clarke, hosting this satsang. I'm a seeker like you, sharing what we love. I've been blessed with years of deep teaching and practice that I bring to this satsang. This week, I will start with the Ramana Maharshi text Atma Vidya. I'll introduce it and cover the first of 6 verses. Atma Vidya is one of several books written by Ramana Maharshi that were initiated by Muruganar. When it came to expressing the deepest experience and understanding, Muruganar felt unable to do so and asked Ramana to complete his attempts at writing. Muruganar would have an idea and start to write poetry to express it, and then get stuck and ask Ramana's help, unable himself to express the highest truth. For this book, Atma Vidya, Muruganar wanted to recast a popular Tamil poem that begins, "Lo, very difficult is self-knowledge." Muruganar knew that these popular lines did not express what Ramana taught and experienced directly. Muruganar handed Bhagavan the first lines that he had written with a request to elaborate. These lines express the opposite from the popular poem, and what Muruganar wrote was, "Lo, very easy is self-knowledge. Lo, very easy indeed." And Bhagavan's response to Muruganar's request was to write these 5 verses called Atma Vidya, or self-knowledge. And I am grateful to Sri Muruganar for asking Ramana to finish what he had started. Because of Muruganar's request, there were 3 specific powerful works written by Ramana. Now, Ramana gave the history of this poem, and this is shown in day by day. And Muruganar had written the refrain and supplemental refrain and wanted Ramana to write the poetic verses. He said that he could not possibly complete this song, so somehow no more lines would come to him, so he requested me to complete it. This was Ramana speaking. Thereupon I wrote this song. First I wrote only 1 stanza, but Muruganar wanted at least 4. Thereupon I made 3 more. Finally I recollected I had not made any mention of Annamalai, Arunachala, in it, as Ponnambalam, a famous mountain in Kerala, is mentioned in the stanzas of the song in the story which our song is modeled. Now with Ramana's first verse. Lo, very easy is self-knowledge. Lo, very easy indeed. Those were Muruganar's 2 lines, and then the next is Ramana's. Even for the most infirm, so real is the self that compared with it, the amlak in one hand appears as a mere illusion. So Ramana packs a lot of meaning into this short verse. He starts with a profound statement that the self, the being/consciousness that we are, is so real for everyone that it's even more obvious than a fruit in your hand, which is mere illusion in comparison. That is, nothing is so clear, self-evident, and obviously real as ourself, our fundamental consciousness of being. I am, and I know that I am. For most people, though, this is not the fundamental experience. We have come to see ourselves as individuals living in a world with lots of other individuals and subject to its joys, trials, and ultimately unsatisfactory activities. These are all, in the end, unsatisfactory, since everything changes, nothing lasts, and we want lasting happiness. This reality that knows and is always the substratum of our being, but we just don't notice it. The inquiry that Ramana teaches starts with noticing that you exist, and you know that you exist. You don't know as a sensory experience or as a mental one. Your existence is self-evident. You just know. It's the knowing, I am, and I know that I am. The existence that you are, when you start to notice it, you see that it is always there. There's nothing else like this. You see, too, that existence and consciousness are one and the same thing. Neither exists without the other. This knowing, in which you know your existence, is also always present. Even in deep sleep, it knows your mind is quiet. Not only is the knowing always there, it is constant. It's not more at one time and less than another. The self that we start to see, we also see that it is always real. Maybe nothing else is. Everything else just comes and goes. But the reality of the self is always.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this Ramana Maharshi video, subscribe, like, and send me a comment.